Hello everyone, this is Dino from Prehistoric Facts and Colossal Fossils, and this is Prehistoric Facts special episode number 186. We're going to be talking about a Tyrannosaur today, and that Tyrannosaur is Alioramus or Alioramus, however you want to pronounce it. And so this is a picture of what Alioramus possibly looked like, an artist rendition of it. And so yeah, this is a very cool artist rendition of Alioramus. I like to say Alioramus because I think it's a cool sounding name that way. But whatever you decide, whatever you decide to call it, Alioramus, Alioramus, you decide. And so yeah, this is what Alioramus possibly looked like. So some information about Alioramus. Alioramus means different branch in Greek or Latin. Its length is 16 to 20 feet, or 5 to 6 meters. Height is 5.5 feet, or approximately 1.7 meters. Weight is 1,500 pounds, or 1,500 pounds. It lived 70 million years ago in the late Cretaceous period, and the fossils are found in Mongolia, and it was described by Kurzanov in 1976. So this fossil was discovered over 40 years ago, and so this is it's pretty much over 45 years now. So this is actually a pretty cool fossil, pretty cool Tyrannosaur fossil that was discovered at that time. So here we go. Here's some pictures here, and so I'm going to highlight here of where Mongolia is on this frame. So Mongolia is this green country that is right there, and sandwiched in between Russia and China, and so that's where Mongolia is. So that's where the Alioramus fossils have been found. And so here's the size chart of Alioramus. And so this is like, say, a full-grown human female compared to Alioramus size. So approximately about the same height as a full-grown adult female human. And then you actually here have this picture down here in the bottom. This is basically the holotype specimen. And so all the fossils that have been found here, you got majority of the skull, you got the whole neck, a couple of vertebrae here for the mid-back or the thoracic spine area. You got nearly complete pelvis. You got complete femurs, complete feet, partial lower limb bones, lower hind limb bones, and then it got a couple tail vertebrae. And so yeah, so this is, I would say, less than 50% complete for a holotype specimen. So that is not too bad, but even though it's still a decent looking Tyrannosaurus skeleton. But there's there is Alioramus skeletons that are in museums wherever you find an Alioramus skeleton. So more information about Alioramus. It is a part of the Tyrannosauridae family, so it is a tyrannosaur related to Tyrannosaurus rex. And the subfamily, the part of the Tyrannosaur family it belongs to, is its own family, the Alioramini, or Alioramini. And so yeah, so it's part of that group. So the characteristics of Alioramus are it's got a long snout, so an elongated skull, and it's got blade-like teeth. So these are teeth that are not going to be designed for crushing bone. These are teeth that are designed to strip flesh from the bones. Could they actually do some damage to the bones? Yeah, absolutely, but not enough to say it would go through them. So yeah, so Alioramus would not have a very powerful bite force. It would have a very decent bite force, but not enough to crush bone. And like in other parts of Tyrannosaur traits, it has great vision, smell, and hearing. So it's part of the Tyrannosaur traits. And so when you see the CT scans of the brain case of Alioramus, because since there is a complete brain case, it has all the features that you see on a Tyrannosaur. Great sense of smell, good vision, great hearing. So it's got everything everything it needs to be a great Tyrannosaur. And also another characteristic of a Tyrannosaur, it's got two-fingered hands. The arms are a little bit longer, but not too much longer, since this is a medium-sized Tyrannosaur, so to speak. and its speed can be between 25 to 30 miles per hour. So it's one of the faster tyrannosaurs that is in the Tyrannosaur family. And of course, like a Tyrannosaur, it is a carnivore, so it eats meat. The environment in Alioramus lived in, it was warm and somewhat dry. So there is like a forested environment, and also you got like a somewhat of like a arid environment. So a desert type of environment, so a very dry environment. So you got forest and desert type of environments where Alioramus lived in. There was trees, ferns, cycads, and of course flowers, and of course no grass. There was no grass during the time of the dinosaurs. You have some rivers, lakes, and ponds, and of course other animals that lived around there. Insects, amphibians. Amphibians probably stick closer towards the forested areas. Reptiles, there were tons of reptiles in Mongolia at that time, at 70 million years ago. There were, of course, plenty of mammals. There are also birds, which are categorically dinosaurs. You got some pterosaurs and also other types of dinosaurs. Now, Alioramus would have a lot of prey around in its environment, and it's got a good list of prey. First off, Gallimimus. It would be one of those faster tyrannosaurs, so probably its niche is going to be on animals it could catch, and so animals that are very fast. So like Gallimimus, Avamimus, so a bird-like type of dinosaur. And also got some pachycephalosaurs like Pranocephaly and Homalocephaly. Those would be the pachycephalosaurs it could probably go after. It would also be going after juvenile dinosaurs of larger species, so like juvenile Therizinosaurus, so that would be an ideal prey for Alioramus, and also juvenile Hadrosaurs, so like Saurolophus, and also juvenile sauropods like the Megtosaurus. And of course, carrion. And I mean, why not? If you're a carnivore, you're not going to turn down a free meal. So yeah, it would be able to eat carrion when it had to. But of course, there was competition for Alioramus too. So like Tarbosaurus and maybe Zuchensaurus, and of course, you got the raptor dinosaurs that were around too. So the extinction of Alioramus was mostly due to climate change. The forests were diminishing, so the desert environment was starting to grow, and so that was a little bit of a problem for Alioramus. Once those forested areas started to disappear, that's pretty much where some of those that Alioramus would not be able to handle the changing environment. And also, it got outcompeted by a larger Tyrannosaurus, so like Zuchensaurus and also and Tarbosaurus. So Zuchensaurus and Tarbosaurus were more likely to outcompete Alioramus for the remaining food sources, and of course Dromaeosaurus. The Dromaeosaurus were also going after the same prey as Alioramus, and so yeah, that would be something that would be a problem for Alioramus, is that you have two types of predators competing at the same time against you, and so the larger Tyrannosaurs and the Dromaeosaurs were able to outdo Alioramus in terms of going after the same type of prey. And of course, its prey disappeared. And when that prey disappeared, that's pretty much where some of those animals change. Some of those prey animals start to change, start to evolve into different types of body shapes and all that. And so that's where things do become very complicated for Alioramus. But Alioramus mostly went extinct due to climate change. Now, this is the best map I can find around 70 million years ago, but this is the KPG um, map. So this is 66 million years ago. So ignore the T on here. Most paleontologists call it KPG boundary, not KT anymore. And so Asia, so Mongolia would be right in the center here, and so yeah, that's where Alioramus lived in this type of map. So the next episode will be on April 7th, 2022, and that would be a Q&A episode. So if you got any questions about dinosaurs and other prehistoric life, feel free to email me at dinochrist71@gmail.com, or go to my Facebook page, Prehistoric Facts of DinoChris. Like the page, yes, you post your questions in the comment section. Please put them in the comment section. Do not put them on Messenger. Messenger is for private conversations. So just in the comment section, and also you YouTubers out there, like the videos, subscribe to the channel. Also, share the video, share the channel to anybody that is interested in dinosaurs and other prehistoric life. And yeah, so feel free to do so, and also stomp on that notification bell so that way you could get notified of every video that comes out weekly. And I do videos weekly, and so yeah, and also if you're not subscribed, and most according to my analytics, a lot of you guys are checking out my channel and not subscribed yet. So feel free to subscribe, like the videos, and also hit that notification bell so that way you can get notified of every video that comes out weekly. And also, YouTubers, feel free to put your questions in the comment section because I do read them all, and your questions do mean a lot on those Q&A episodes. You guys are awesome, and keep up the good work. You guys bring up some pretty good questions, and also keep your questions short to the point. You can also follow me on Instagram at dino.chris.pf. I post pretty cool stuff on there. You can also follow me on Twitter at CSGRALL. That's my Twitter page. I post pretty cool stuff on there as well. Also, take care of people around you. And also, for your younger people out there, to make sure listening to parents, your teachers, and your guardians, it's the best motivation you can have a good education. It's very important to have a good education. With a good education, you get a good job in the future. And also, in this kind of time, make sure you're wearing a mask, social distance, wash your hands if you're not vaccinated yet, and feel free to do, and make sure that you're doing the proper techniques, and also for hand washing, and also get vaccinated if you're not vaccinated yet, because that's very important to reduce the spread of the virus, and that's what we all want. We don't want to get too close to the the normal before the pandemic began. And also check out Colossal Fossils, and I'll put a link in the description down below so that way you guys can check it out. We're a nonprofit. We travel all over the state of Wisconsin to schools, libraries, and other events, helping out other nonprofits, and so that way we can educate people about prehistoric life. That's what we do. And if you go to the donate tab, you can donate as much as you want to Colossal Fossils, so that way we can possibly get a new space for our museum, and also help, and also possibly get new things for exhibits over the future, and also for traveling exhibits as well. And so now the extra episode announcement is this: in 2 weeks, there will be an extra episode, and this is going to be a exhibit review. And this exhibit that I'm going to check out, it's a special exhibit that is in the Milwaukee Public Museum. So I'll be going to Milwaukee next weekend to check out the Tyrannosaurus Meet the Family exhibit. And I am excited about this. I am going to take plenty of pictures. I might do a couple videos there, but they're going to be short videos. They're not going to be very long ones. So, and now I'll do a review episode of that exhibit, and you can check out some of the pictures that I will be taking for this episode. So the Tyrannosaurus Meet the Family review episode will be up in 2 weeks, and so yeah, you guys can check that out when that comes out. And so make sure you have your bell notification turned on, so that way you can check out that episode when it comes out in 2 weeks. And so that's going to be awesome, and hopefully that you guys can enjoy that episode once it does come out. That's it for now. I'll see you guys next time.